Losing myself and finding my strength, came to the conclusion that I want it all. Feeling that pressure of trying to do better. I want to reach heights, but too scared to fall. Too scared of failure. Way more scared of feeling regret from not even trying. That's terrifying. I understand that chasing my goals, I bury my clocks because it take time. I gotta go. I already know. If I want to grow, you reap what you sow. That be the case. Planting my seeds and water my base. Yeah, I made mistakes. Yeah, I know you grow in your garden, but watch for the snakes. The people that act like you crazy for trying to stay far away. They don't think it's possible. I think it's possible. That is just hate. Yeah, they hate themselves because they on the shelf while you create a life that you love. A life that you love. Yeah. Loving the fact you're improving yourself. Decided that you would not settle. Decided that you got the drive to do it. The road got bumping your foot on the pedal. You go up a level. You turn up whenever it's time for you to go put in that work. I know my worth. I know it ain't gonna be easy. Yeah, I know it hurt. One thing is for sure. Yeah. Until they put me in this earth. Before I ride in that hearse. I'm chasing my goals. I'm chasing my goals. Yeah. Loving the fact you're improving yourself. Decided that you would not settle. Decided that you got the drive to do it. The road got bumping your foot on the pedal. I'm chasing my goals. All right, and welcome back to another episode. Thank y'all so much for being here. If you are watching me on YouTube, what is YouTube? If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. If you're listening on the podcast platform, please go ahead and leave me a review. Also, become a supporter of the show. You can choose the amount. It can either be $3, $5, $8, or $10, and all donations are greatly appreciated and it helps me get this thing going. But let's go ahead and jump in. This one is going to be a quick one, but I really like this one, and I needed to hear this one myself. And there's a story about me I want to tell you to kind of bring it on home. So here we go. Today we're going to be talking about your breakthrough, and more specifically how you can create your breakthrough. Because yeah, breakthroughs can just happen in life. The universe or God, right, can just give you one. It could just land in your lap. Or the universe can force you to navigate through a breakthrough where things happen in your life and you have to change. The old is no longer possible, right? And that happens to people. It definitely happened to me. Or you can actually go and search for your breakthrough. You can go out and look for the opportunities and align yourself with that breakthrough. And some of this might be a little hard to hear for some people. There might be some parts of yourself that you're going to have to give up. And I think I just used this quote either last episode or before, or the one before that, but you're about to get it again. So here we go. The quote is, a seed has to completely destroy itself in order for it to become a flower. A seed has to completely destroy itself in order for it to become a flower. And it's so true. If you think about it, thinking about a seed and how much potential that teeny tiny little seed has, so much potential to become a flower or a tree. It becomes something beautiful. But in order for it to become that thing, it literally has to completely destroy everything about the way it currently is. And if you look at a person, the person you want to become, that person a year from now, 5 years from now, a decade from now, in order to become that person, you're going to have to completely destroy certain parts of yourself. You're going to have to destroy certain aspects of yourself. Certain aspects of yourself are going to have to be completely unrecognizable to you and to people around you. To change and become different, you literally have to change and become different. And it sounds so simple, but it's so true. But people don't seem to let that really sink in their mindsets. Some folks say, I want to change. I want things to be different. I want to be a different person. I want different in my life. I want to be better. And then reality hits and they realize they have to change themselves. And now all of a sudden, it don't really seem like they want that change. And we can have this fantasy of having everything we do be exactly the same, nothing ever being difficult, not ever having to do anything hard, not having to let any parts of ourselves go. And somehow we want to have all these things around us and about us be different by the new year or in 5 to 10 years. Do you see how that sounds? That ain't realistic. In order for you to have a breakthrough, usually you have to have some kind of breakdown. And again, it can be the universe bringing it to you, or you can go out and search for it. Your life cannot change unless you change yourself. Don't keep making the mistake of wanting your life to be different, but doing the same things you always do. If you're always the same, your life will always be the same. Excuse me. Okay. Whew. Someone got my throat for a second. But yeah, if you're always the same, your life will always be the same. You have to break down certain aspects and areas of yourself. They have to completely die off. And in place of it, new aspects of yourself are going to have to either be stronger or be made. Like with forest fires, right? You see a forest fire and it just looks like all this destruction and chaos. But over time, after that forest fire is gone, there's new growth. Those seeds that were underground, that wasn't getting enough sunlight, all the big trees were blocking it, they grow. And the forest is beautiful again. Certain types of farms, right, they have prescribed burns where they burn the old crops, right? Same thing in life. Sometimes you just have to light a forest on fire on different parts of your life and say, yep, that aspect of me that likes to procrastinate, that likes to sleep in and doesn't follow through with what I said I was going to do, I need to burn that down. I need to see what new things can grow here, because your life right now is based off who you were and have been in the past. Everything you currently have in your life right now is based off who you are and who you were. 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 10, 15. If you look around you and you don't feel satisfied with where you are, it's because you didn't take the actions and do the things you needed to do in order to have the life you want. So look around you. What you see in your life is the lagging results, the indicator of all the things you've done in the past. If you want things to be different, you have to do things different. And then in the future, you can look around and see all those lagging results from the actions you took, those new seeds that would have grown. And one life fact we can all agree on is better times usually come after a breakdown. Things get hard, times get rough, things get low, and then you get to the bottom, or you hit rock bottom, and eventually you'll bounce back. Now, while you're in it, while you're at the bottom, it don't feel like things will change. And we can get afraid that the hard times are going to last forever. We can't see the breakthrough. And we forget that no matter what, life is never going to be all even. Ever. There will be good, there will be bad. Peaks and valleys. And when you're in the valley, eventually you will be at the top again. And much higher if you don't stop growing. The key is you can't stop there, because on the other side of that valley is the beautiful. For me, one of the stories I talk about a lot on here, one of the lowest moments was when I lost my car. I was driving around for years on a revoked license, and I had tickets. And them tickets ain't cheap. And it definitely was a period in my life where I really needed to burn some aspects of my life down. I was irresponsible. I procrastinated. I ignored things as if it was just going to go away. And them late fees, they kept piling up. Again, this was for years. I'm definitely not proud of it, but it was like about 9 years with over $3,000 in fines. Now, I can probably say I'm a changed man now, but it finally caught up to me back then. My car ended up getting towed. I was broke. I couldn't afford to get it out. And if you ever got towed, then you know you get charged each day your car is sitting in that tow lot. And my license was revoked, so I couldn't go get it out no way without getting my license. And I couldn't get my license because I couldn't afford to pay the fines, which is one of the main reasons why I was in that predicament. If I would have just paid the fine after the first ticket years before, I would have been fine, right? Anyway, I was stuck. I had to be on the bus for 2 years, and I hated it. Life brought me that breakdown, and I made the decision to change. I worked on getting those fines taken care of, found a program that was specifically designed to help folks get their license back, and I saved up. I bought a beautiful car that I love, but I had to go through that valley. I had to burn down that part of myself in order to change. And the universe bringing you that breakdown, it can be anything, right? It can be health problems. It can be you losing your home. It can be you ending up in a career that you hate. It can be you being in a relationship you hate, losing your job. And you can just wait for these things to happen and the universe forcing you to make that change. Or you can seek out that breakdown and you can break down certain aspects of yourself for change. But as simple as it may sound, it is so hard to do because as humans, it's natural to resist change. Change is hard. You will always resist change. Change means unknown, and to our brains, the unknown is viewed as a threat. And the threat is irrational, right? Even when we know that the change will bring better, right? I knew I needed to do better when it came to my license, but I still did nothing about it. I could have been working on getting my stuff together, working on growth, working on getting my life and everything in order, and I wouldn't have had to wait damn near 10 years to get my license and to have a great car that I love. And I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I'm going to keep it real. I did leave something out about that story. One of the reasons why I kept getting pulled over is because of the car I had. So I'm from the South, from Louisiana. I grew up around big cars. That was my taste. And so I had a gold 1998 Cadillac DeVille. And I didn't have no rims or no tinted windows, nothing like that. I did keep it clean, though. Couldn't tell me nothing about that car. I was, proud of my little car. But yeah, the cops saw me driving that, immediately got behind me. And a young black man in a Cadillac, the hell was I thinking? But anyway, my point is, I knew I had to change and I didn't. And imagine how much further along I could have been, how much sooner I could have felt that high. And don't even get me started on the person I am now compared to the person who I was in that gold Cadillac. The life I have right now wouldn't even be possible. It wouldn't. Ain't no way that version of me would have had a podcast, have a workout business, still doing theater, doing all the editing and marketing I do for my music and everything, getting gigs to edit for other businesses and do music. No, that would not have been possible. I had to evolve. Parts of that Dodge had to be destroyed, had to be burned down. Not all of myself. A lot of myself is still the same. A lot of myself is better now. But I had to build a new version of myself. And the fact that you're listening to me means that you're on a journey yourself. So you understand that there are parts of you that need to be destroyed. And just like I knew that I needed what I needed to do back then, I'm willing to bet everything in my bank account right now that some things you need to destroy too. We know. And this is what growth is. This is what the self-development journey is. We need to get rid of the things that have been holding us back. And at the same time, understand and expect the resistance to change. It's going to be there. In order to grow into the person you want to become, you need to make room for that new growth. So call yourself out. And it has to be you. Nobody else is going to save you. Yes, you can have folks in your life that can try and hold you accountable or tell you that you have to make a change, but the only person that can actually make that change is you. So burn it down. Again, don't make the mistake of wanting your life to be different without actually doing anything different. You can't continue to take the same actions and get different results in life. So hopefully this was the match you needed to light that fire that you need to set to burn that thing down. But that's what I got for you today. Thank y'all again for being here. Please become a supporter of the show. Again, you can choose the amount you want. It can be $3, $5, $8, or $10. You can cancel at any time. Please share this episode if you found this episode helpful. I would love it if you shared it with a friend or a family member or a loved one. Be sure to tag me in this post if you do share it. But let's go ahead and get to this music. The song I got for y'all today is Peak. Let's ride out. Sometimes you got to remind yourself as you're climbing up to take a second and look down and see how far you came. Enjoy the view and keep going. They telling me I got it. They tell me I'm the hottest. I don't even rap about money, drugs, or violence. I be being honest. I'm still modest, but I think we the hottest. And I feel like DJ Khaled, nigga, we the best. Nah, really, nigga, we the best. Nah, really, you should see this mess. Last night we had a party. That boy Mosley got it started. That boy Sap was all about it. She telling me I'm fly, got me feeling like a pilot. She kept it first class and she sat by the pilot. I can't even front here. I told her I like the spirit and dealt her my phone number. And now she be flying diamond. And I'm feeling so excited cause I'ma get it poppin'. They done let me in the guthrie. I'm feeling so accomplished. I'm feeling like I'm closer to my peak. Feel like I'm closer to my peak. But I feel like I'm never home until I'm gone. Feel like when I'm alone, I'm in my zone. And I feel like I really should pick up a phone. Sometimes I just need to be on my own. I need to call my daddy. I should call my auntie. R.I.P. my mama. That ain't how she raised me. I work so damn hard, the competition looking lazy. I work so damn hard, the competition better chase me. Okay, let's get it started. When it come to rap, it's like playing a game of tag. I'm on this mic yelling, not it, I can't be touched. They whisper criticism, can't be much. They probably jealous cause they can't keep up. Mad cause they can't be us. I wish somebody would say that. I wish somebody would say that's whack. Cause that go in in the fire, get it? And speaking of fires, it's getting higher, and I'm praying that I make it past the sky because I'm shooting for the stars. I got a lot of ammunition. I popped another clip in. I'm proud of what I'm spitting. Took a lot of planning, went from hobby to fruition. They see me in the clouds and acknowledge that I'm gifted. Got me feeling like I'm closer to my peak. Yeah, feel like I'm closer to my peak. It ain't as easy as it look, but we gon' celebrate. Pour my cup. Cheers to being overlooked, to being overbooked. But won't give up, cause I got close, but I ain't close enough. It's time to hold my nuts, and I got coconuts. I put my feelings on the page, they already read me like an open book. I should be endorsed by my feelings, cause I wear them on my sleeve. So take a look at me, and tell me what you see. Cause I look in the mirror and I see a fucking tree, started as a mustard seed, oh yeah. And please excuse my long toast. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. Not on Google Maps, but I know I'm getting close. I'm closer to my peak. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. Not on Google Maps, but I know I'm getting close. I'm closer to my peak. I'm closer to my peak.